This is The Fix on Dash Radio.
And that brings me, that's a perfect segue to bring in my boy from our health segment, my boy Ray, because, you know, he be in the gym. You be in the gym, people cough on the weights and stuff. Mm-hmm. Is that something that, you know, you can avoid trying to catch it from there? But go ahead and introduce yourself, Ray. He's going to be our person for our segment called
The Healthy Fix.
The Healthy Fix. You're going to get this once a month, and we're going to make sure that once a month that you get it, it's fire. So go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey, my name is Raymond Hanna. I'm Jay Wells' good friend here. I'm here to discuss fitness and health. I got a brand called Hanna Health SD on Instagram. So again, here to discuss health, fitness. Again, the key here is just to make sure that families, loved ones, stay healthy, live long lives, and enjoy the lives that they live in. To answer Jay's question about the different viruses that are going on and being sick, especially right now, you see so many people are coming down with the cold, the flu, again, the coronavirus, things of that nature. Key is make sure that you continue to clean the weights before you use them. Use the towels in the gym. I'm telling you, every gym has wet naps with disinfectant. Use it. Wash your hands often, early and often, right? So make sure that you don't skip those steps. Sometimes you want to get in, get out, get your workout done. I get it. But make sure that you wipe down the weights before you use them and then wipe them off after you're done.
Yeah, most definitely, because I like to work out too, you know, and people are nasty. Oh, yeah. And I'm not even going to lie to you. Like, I think, you know, maybe sometimes I even slack on being extra tidy when I'm in the gym, but I do try to consistently make sure I'm washing my hands, and that's crazy because the gym is such a pivotal and easy point. You know, I mean, you could easily get it day to day walking by somebody, but...
So can it be passed through sweat? Because I know a lot of times when you go to the gym, people sit on the bench and they leave hella sweaty. You know, and I wonder if you like lay down on it too, like, you know.
I think it's airborne.
Airborne.
Yeah, it's more. It's exactly. I think it's more so with the air.
Yeah, it's just you catch it the same way as the flu, legitimately. And you better be careful though. There's 31,000 cases out there.
Yeah.
And if people are sweating on the benches and not wiping it down, not wiping down the weights, hot zone, man.
Yeah. Your health is your responsibility, right? So I wouldn't trust nobody else to wipe it down for you. I would make sure I do it myself. The crazy thing is, I don't know if you guys know, that there was a case of, I think, 15 people that flew in from China about maybe 2-3 weeks ago, and they have them held up in a Riverside area. I know you're from Riverside, at March Air Force Base, and all with the coronavirus, or they said they could have it. They're not sure, but they just want to make sure, and so they're kind of keeping them there for a 14-day hold until they find out to make sure that they're good or not.
Oh, so, keep them. I need them to make sure. I need them to make sure.
I'm glad y'all explained what the coronavirus was, because Karen told me it was from drinking Coronas. So, you know.
No. But actually, coronavirus is an ingredient that isn't Corona. And it's also in something else. I think it's in a cleaning product. That is in.
What the cold cleaning product situation comes from the Lysol can, saying that it can disinfect the coronavirus, but it comes from back in the. There's multiple things that fall under the coronavirus, and that's why they said that on the bottle. So people are going on like YouTube, like, it's a conspiracy because how can this say it can clean the coronavirus and it's a new virus and the government like listen, calm down, conspiracy theorists. The issue with it is
that impersonation was hilarious.
They be going crazy about the smallest shit, but the coronavirus it's like it's more than one kind of virus that falls under the coronavirus. This particular strand that's going around has never been seen before, but there are other things that fall under the coronavirus title.
Do you think that this one that hasn't been seen before, I mean, clearly it has a connection to all the other ones?
They said it was related to SARS to a certain degree. Like,
exactly.
There's
related to what?
SARS. You remember that big SARS scare maybe 8 years ago?
Yeah, probably
SARS?
Yeah, SARS, SARS. 8 years ago, everybody was wearing masks. It also came from China, I believe. But it's super associated and it affects your lungs.
Yeah. Look, as long as we don't turn into Contagion, You know,
I think every
cool.
10, 15 years, it's always gonna be something. This is gonna fade out, and then 10, 15 years later, it's gonna be something else. But hopefully, it does fade out, and people don't continue to get sick and die, and because that's tragic, and we don't want that.
So Ray, what made you want to get into fitness? Let's make sure that everybody has a good understanding of your background, so when you come back on the show, they're not like, "Who's this fucking dude?" You know what I'm saying?
Okay, definitely. So I got, like I said, me and Jay been working out for a while now, but he knows my dad, and my dad's actually a professional bodybuilder, and he's been doing it for 15, 20 years. So I was telling her the story before we got on here. I was actually in Vegas with some of my guys, and my dad said, I'm going to do a bodybuilding show, another one. I was like, okay, Pops. I'm thinking I'm looking right? I'm looking at myself like, I'm dope, right? I'm looking good. I'm feeling myself. I'm in Vegas. He sends a picture over. He's shredded, like looking nice, right? And I'm like, man, you like 45. I'm, 25 at the time. And I'm like, you look better than me. I was like, Dad, send a diet over, right? Can you send me the plan? And so he sent the plan over. And since 4 years ago, that's when I got started. So I started competing in bodybuilding competitions, men's physique, 4 years ago. Again, my pops, super close to me, was the one that got me introduced to the fitness and health and looking good and feeling good about myself. Segue into where I used to work, or where I work at still now. I work with a lot of military people that used to serve our country, which is amazing. They got out the military, as you know. You're working out in the military, you're staying active. You get out the military, you get out from playing sports, things like that. You continue to kind of eat the way that you were eating while you were active. Then you start putting on that weight. You get the desk job, you start making money. So I saw a lot of these guys that served our country, and I was like, man, they're out of shape. Some of them got diabetes, and they would come to me and be like, Ray, can you help us lose some weight? Can you give us a meal plan? Now, my heart went out to them. I was like, you know what? I want to help people that have served our country, right, really get into shape for their families and things like that. So it was about 3 years ago, I put on a weight loss competition at my job. It was about 60 men and women that joined the competition.
Nice.
Wow. It was amazing work, and so I had everybody put in money. I put in money and said the winner's going to get $800, the second place is going to get $500, third place is going to get $300, right? We had, I can send you guys pictures, man. We had people lose 30, 40, 50 pounds. A man came to me and said, he reversed diabetes, stopped taking his medication just by following the plan. Marriages coming back together, like my old boss, he was like, man, Ray, I used to go out. My wife, all right, come back whenever. Man, I lost 30 pounds. Now she want to go out with me. She asked me when I'm coming home, right?
She want that thing. That's why.
Like,
he can slang that thing better
right?
now.
Like, man, so
His energy level is high now.
yeah, right. So you start
putting that thing on.
feeling different. So again, it's funny because I just changed my name from Ray Fitness on IG to Hanna Health, because I really want to be more about health than fitness. Lots of people have a negative connotation about fitness, and it's about bodybuilding or looking how much muscles you have and things like that, which is all an indicator of maybe somebody healthy. But the key is to make sure you have that internal health, not just being buff or looking great on the outside, but making sure everything's working right inside.
It's funny because we've been going to the gym for the longest. We used to work at the same place too. And when I would be in the gym, I would see him with hella plates on there. And I always wanted to work out with him, but I was like, this nigga's off the chain.
Yeah, you doing too much over
I was
there.
like, there's no way I'm fucking with him. I'm gonna stay over here, do my little shit. And then when it was just one day, I was like, man, you know what? Let's just start working out to push each other. And I've never seen this much progress in all the years of me working out. And it's from the meal plans, it's from all that. Just even when I wake up, I feel more energized, everything. And that's the highlight of my day, is going to the gym and doing that. Now, I noticed you said that your coworker, his wife, started getting on him when he lost the weight. Do you feel that it was not only because of the looks, but working out helped his performance in bed?
Yeah. So basically, it's funny you asked that. A lot of the things that are on the meal plan and the things that that we suggest you eat actually will help you in the bed, right? And so things such as oats, right? Oats and the funny thing is a lot of people gonna be excited about this is wine. Now, not too much, right? Don't listen to me and go drink a whole bottle of wine when you get home, right? But a couple.
Don't get me excited.
A couple glasses has been said to help performance, right? And that's just about the blood flow. So you think about like Viagra, right? Viagra helps get that blood flow to those areas, right? And so wine helps with nitric oxide, helps the blood vessels expand, helps circulation, right? Caffeine, same type of thing, helps the blood flow.
Drink a lot of coffee over here.
Hey, there you go. You know what I mean? Hey, and anything in access again, right, can be harmful. So don't go take this like, hey, Ray said I can drink all the wine I want, right? Nah, keep it in moderation.
That's bullshit, Ray. you led me astray, bruh. All I'm doing is drinking coffee and wine. That's fucked up.
Let me ask you this, man, because I'm one of the oldest on the show. Back in my younger wild days, I had a few females, man, smelling a little bad down there. Had to Heisman them. You don't know what a Heisman is? That's the Heisman Trophy. I had to pew, I'm out of here. Okay. What causes from food a woman to have bad vaginal odor?
Oh man, hey man.
I mean, we all adults.
I mean,
Hey man, right?
We about to get in trouble.
this is essential information.
Yeah, I mean, these young cats, they might think, oh man, she had some fish last night. Nah, nigga, that's her draws.
Hey,
So
Everything you eat affects what comes out of your body.
Hey, so I would say this, like, I'm not a doctor, but again, if they have some odor, they probably have some type of bacteria infection or something of that nature that's going on. Food can minimally cause different odors, such as sweet fruit, sweet foods, fruits, things like that, have been known to cause different odors that could be pleasing to us men.
I love fruit.
But again, like I said, just doing research. Again, I'm not a doctor. Just reading health magazines and men's health magazines and things like that. Foods do have a minimal, does cause some type of minimal odors at times. Rule of thumb is if it causes your pee to smell a certain way, it can actually cause your vagina or your penis to smell that same way.
Smell like death.
But if it smells like death, they probably need to go to the doctor.
It smell like death.
Get some pills.
Figure something out.
Go to the ER.
So Karen and Codigo is like, say when you guys are dating, is somebody working out? Is that something important in meeting guys or what? I want to know from both of y'all. Karen, you gotta talk. She got skills.
Me personally, well, I'm an athlete at heart, and I mean, you don't have to have a six-pack, but most guys I have spoken to or talked to, they usually have some type of physique. Me personally, I just like to look at my man and know that I feel secure. Like, if something pops off, you're going to protect me. That I just want to look like, and when we cuddle, like, I want to feel like I'm protected.
So you don't want to look like a number 10 with your dude?
You said I don't want to look like a number 10?
He round and you and shit.
I mean, honestly, I'm not even going to be real with you. I've seen some guys that were a little chubby and I thought they were cute. Like, to be real with you, there's some people there's like cute chubby girls. There's girls who are really pretty faces are just chubby. But there's still people at the end of the day and they still need love. And I wouldn't say that I would totally avoid talking to a guy who isn't usually in my usual caliber. But, I do prefer, it would be nice, if you do have some physique, because I want to pull up to the beach with you. I want to take Instagram photos with you. Like some people are in relationships and don't feel like they could take a picture with their partner because they're so worried about how they visually look on Instagram.
So, for all the dudes that are, trying to holler at Codigo, she does not want to be Big Spoon, all right?
See, I'm the complete opposite. Like, I don't know. I've been known to be a chubby chaser.
Woo! BBW.
Woo.
I mean, but as long as like Codigo said, they can keep up. I mean, I would like them to at least have guys that I've dated. They they wasn't rocking the 6-pack and all that, but at least they can keep up with going on a hike or going riding bikes or whatever. Like something that could help me just know that they're not lazy. So by saying that, I really like I don't know. I can't help it, chubby guys.
She said she like a guy that could drink a six pack, not have a six pack.
Just I like feel protected.
Yeah, but also too, like when I hug you, like I don't know, it's something about like, cause you guys are men, and I'm pretty sure when you guys hug a woman, like it's like our physique, you know, it feels a certain way. So like when a guy hugs you, like I personally prefer like to feel some type of, I don't know, not like some type of like, I don't know, like not protection, but like I prefer like some, you know, little thick bone over super skinny. Me personally, like I prefer.
Now, Ray, being a bodybuilder in the dating community, you think it's hard to meet women because they assume that if you have a nice body, you have women throwing themselves at you, which will give you that label of being a player?
Yeah, I definitely think so. I mean, sometimes you get that stigma, oh, he's a bodybuilder, or he does men's physique, he's probably stuck up, and things of that nature. But the funny thing is, my very first show, I thought the same thing, which is crazy. Like I said, I was in Vegas. 4 months later, I stepped on stage. Like, and I love to tell that story because I wasn't a guy that was working out since I was in high school or in college. I played basketball in high school and college, but I didn't hit the gym. I ran from the gym. Like coach said, go to the gym. I'm like, nah, I play basketball. Like I hoop. Like that's it. So I like to tell people, hey, you can start now, right? I didn't start lifting weights till I was 29, 30 years old. So I want to let people know, hey, you can do it. Like it's not too late. But I had that same stigma going back to your question. And then when I went backstage, everybody was cool. Everybody was just like, hey, like I see the hustle, I see the grind, I see the time you put in. Like I'm gonna motivate you. Like, hey, I'm gonna give you your props. So some of the guys and girls that you think would be a certain way because they look buff or or super cut, it's not like that. But we do get that stigma when you go out. Oh, he a player. Because, he got muscles or whatever the case may be.
I
And,
get that all the time, man. That shit crazy. That shit crazy.
Easy, you got it rough out here.
Hey, we at the gym, and Jay. We at the gym, and Jay.
Be easy
people,
on that swole patrol, though.
And people be probably looking at him like people. You could tell people don't want to talk to us or say certain things that be kind of like standoffish. Especially you come out here with his cutoff shirt with his arms bigger than mine, right? And I'm just like, man,
Jay's Buffalo people. We was in the gym. He was like, lift them dumbbells, nigga.
You got some big arms. I was just like, man, like, bruh, and so people feel a type of way.
But also too, I will say, because I am someone who has dated guys who like to be in the gym a lot and whatever, and I won't say like, like you don't know who you're going to encounter. You don't know how they're going to treat you in the relationship or whatever. But I do think that in general, men like to outdo other men. It's like it's a competition. It's like, bro, I'm more of a, it's like a, I don't know if it's like I'm more of a man than you type of competition, or even it's like, you could be with your girl and then you all of a sudden like hug her a little tighter because you see a dude walk by.
Dudes in the gym?
Dudes in general.
Oh, I thought you meant
like
in the gym.
General, because even now, you got guys trying to like outstunt each other on Instagram. I'm just thinking that guys in general like to compete with each other. So then the stigma of them being players comes along with that, because it's like, okay, so you're really into your physique.
Yeah.
You're really into your aesthetic. So then it's like, dang, you might really be a player. You might only deal with certain girls, But also too, I think too, this is the last thing I'm gonna say too, as an athlete, say if I do get with someone who is a little chubby or whatever, I'm that type of person that I'm gonna try to help you lose weight, or at least get you to a comfortable weight where, you feel happy with yourself, and I also feel comfortable with you as well, So I think if you're willing to help your partner, that's where it's like real.
For me, like my gym motivation was my grandfather. He passed away the year before last year. And based on his health, that's what made him pass away a lot earlier than he should have. And I noticed that I don't want to be in a situation like he was when he passed away. He's overweight, but he had his whole family around him. But you have my grandma. She's very active, very mobile, and she looks like she's not missing a step. So that made me want to be like, you know what, I don't want to be in a situation like that where my life ends shortly from something that I could prevent. Now, as far as what you're saying, I'm not gonna lie, man. When I see other dudes and he can say the same thing, we do go in the gym, we be like, we shitting on these niggas.
Yeah.
Like, we know that. Like, we slamming plates on there, we laughing, like we the biggest niggas in there. We like, it's comedy to us.
Yeah.
But we don't do it in a way to where it's like we think we better than you.
Yeah.
It's just like an inside thing, like, yeah, nigga, we fucking y'all up here,
Yeah.
So what type
And girls do the same.
So what type of advice you would give to a man that's just, gonna make a 2020 goal of going back to the gym? and he's insecure because again, he sees all these big dudes and he's just like, I'm so scrawny. Like, what advice would you give to that person?
Steroids.
That shot in the leg.
Yeah,
Mexico ain't
steroids
far from
right
San
away.
Diego, y'all.
Go to TJ, get a capsule. Nah, what do you call it? No,
Be
that's
serious.
a really good that's a really good question. For me, it's all about SMART goals. The funny thing is, I have a master's in psychology, and fitness and health is so much mental more than just the working out and then the eating right. Right? It's so much mental, and like you say, people don't want to go to the gym. Why? I don't know what I'm doing. I feel bad, or I'm insecure because when I go to the gym, dudes are bigger than me, right? And trust me, I go to 24-hour fitness, but when I go to World's Gym, I be feeling the same way. I walk in there like, oh man, I'm little dude, right? So at the end of the day, you got to kind of get over that mindset of what people are thinking and focus on the end goal and what's your why. Like, you know what I mean? And so for me, anytime I train somebody or have a client, I go, what's your why? Why do you want to lose weight? Right? Why? Like, I need to write down your why, right? And it's funny because I was watching a video with Denzel Washington. I love watching motivational speakers, and he said, "A dream without a goal is just a dream, which leads to disappointment." Right? And so at the end of the day, if you have no goal, or like I said, I like to say SMART goals, right? Measurable, attainable, repeatable, right? If you don't have a goal, you don't have a why. Like you said, you're gonna go in 2020 and say, "I got a goal," but I really don't have a why. I really don't. I haven't wrote it down. I don't have a goal. I don't have steps how I'm gonna get there. So I'm gonna go to the gym and be like, I'm good, or I'm gonna see the fast food that the trainer told me not to eat, but I don't have a big enough why, a big enough reason to keep going. So, I'm gonna go ahead and stop there anyway, right? And so I would tell anybody, first write down your why. Like, why do you want to do what you want to do, right? Just like if you're going to school to get a degree, like you paying 30, 40,000 to get a piece of paper, maybe if you pass, right? To maybe get a job, right? But why are you doing that, right? Because you want to feed your family, help your kids, whatever the case may be. And just like with fitness and health, hey, I want to lose weight because I want to live a long time, right? I want to feel good while I live, right? And so it's not just like a long life. My goal for me and as I help people is that they can live a life that they feel good about every day. They got energy. Every day
Yeah.
they feel good. They can please their wife. They can please their husband. They have long time with their kids and go out and play with them and not be tired because they're not healthy, right? They know how to eat the right foods that keeps their body and their metabolism running the right way, right? And so those are the things that I have a passion about, and that's why I do what I do.